Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I want to quickly show you guys how to use this template. Okay, it's really easy to use, guys. It is very simple. So when you buy the MJP loop pack volume 1, this is what you're gonna get inside of your Ableton. Make sure you have Ableton Live 10 and above. Okay, so when you open up your software, it's gonna look like this, and you have all of the 4/4 loops in this place, and you have the 6/8 loop down below here. So let's say you're ministering, you are performing a song, you want to play a song, and you want to use this tempo for this loop. For example, you like this loop, I'm gonna play it.
1 2 1 2.
And when you want to use this loop, you feel like, oh, okay, I want this loop to be my first set. All you got to do is take this right here and drag it up, right? It's your first loop inside of your set list, all right? And this is song number 1. Song number 2, we want to do this song. This one, I want to use this loop.
1 2 1 2
Right.
3 4.
And then you can decide to drag this up. And then let's say, okay, I don't want this song to be at this tempo. I want it to be at a tempo a little bit different from this. So you can just right click, right? And then you say edit launch tempo. When you say edit launch tempo, you can put it at, let's say, 100, right? And this one, maybe you feel like it's a little bit too fast. You can change it to whatever tempo you want. You can bring it down to, let's say, 115, right? And that's it. And when you come in here, you can press the enter button, or you can use your hand to just click on this one right here.
1 2
Right?
1 2.
If you use the enter button, let's say you use the enter button, this line, this highlight will jump to the next one waiting for you already. That's one thing I like about Ableton. Once you use Ableton and you press enter,
1 2
you see that the highlight already jumped to the next one waiting for you, so that by the time you finish song number 1, this one will do what? It's ready for you. All you need to do again is press enter again.
1 2.
Song number 2 start playing. The highlight has jumped to loop number 3, waiting for you to finish song number 2. And that is that about this. So right now you're wondering, what if we are playing? I don't want all of my 1 2 3. I don't want them to be going into the front of house. I only want the loop. Well, you can turn it off right here by clicking on this channel ham right here. You can turn it off. Both the count in and the musician cue, we already program it in here, so you can turn them off completely, and when you play your loop, it's only going to be your loop that is playing. Right? So let's say you have an audio interface that allows you to be able to send in, you want the count in, you want the metronome for your drummer, but you want it to go out of a different channel. Let's say you want the loop, let's say you have only a 2-channel audio interface, or you are even using your laptop headphone jack, for example. You could do this and say, you can go to, go to the preferences inside of Ableton settings, you go to the audio section, come to channel output configuration, and make sure you have the right output device. If you want to use your MacBook Pro speaker or your MacBook, your headphones, make sure that's the one that is selected. If you have an audio interface, make sure it's the audio interface that is selected, and come to the output configuration here. And make sure you turn on the mono output and the stereo output as well for all of your for your devices. If you're using headphones, or if you're using an audio interface, and you just say okay, and you close this one, so that you can come down here where it says audio 2. And what you want to do is you want to click on, instead of it going to the master output is right here right now. Instead of it going to the master output, you can make it go to external output. And under external output, you now select which one. So let's say you want to collapse these stereo loops all the way into mono signal. You can choose output 1 or output 2 for your let's say for your loops, right? So if I play this right now,
1, 2,
you could see it's coming out from one side, and hopefully that one side is your front of house or wherever you want it to go to. Or you could decide to choose output number 2, right? Or you can leave it at 1 and 2 in the case where you have multiple output, right? So you do the same thing here, external out, external out. So typically the way I do this is musician cue and the clicks, they come out of the same channel. So in my own use case, I have an audio interface that has 4 outputs. So like in this case as well, you can see I have 1 and 2, which is my normal output. Stereo output goes to the front of house. I will change this one. You want to change this one to the output that you want. Change it to maybe output 3, right? Both of them, let's say they are going to output 3. Or you can change it to output 4. And under in the output 4 of your audio interface or output 3 of your audio interface, that is where your jack will go into for you, only the musicians, to be able to hear this timing and this cue. So that when I play this right now, you will only hear the loop playing, which is my headphones. But inside of output 3, this is going into the musicians in here monitors as well as the loop for sure. But this will now also go to the musician in their monitors separately. They can control the volume of these cues separately. So apart from the loop, we will also be able to hear the click, which will make sure we are in time completely. So this is very simple. The same thing you want to do. Let's say your next song is even 6/8. You can drag this all the way up. Bring it all the way up if you want to. Bring it all the way up and use it and just and click it. And then you have your loop ready to go. You can arrange differently. Use enter button. It takes you to the next one. I'm only tapping on enter right now. It's just doing what it's supposed to do. Really, really easy stuff, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any question, drop them in the videos below and I will be sure to answer your questions. All right. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.